of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from the Sunshine State. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking of a new season, new opportunity. And I still do this at a high level. And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
15 yards. And the Panthers first down. A gain of 15.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10.
First down, Carolina.
On play action, Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run without it. Oh, big hole left side. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Panther first down.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The 2-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Young. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Jaguars nothing.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's another Jaguars.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
First and 10 at the 48.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Jaguars first down.
On first down, Lawrence. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. DJ Wonnum. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone as they've got it with a third and long ahead.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Panthers offense and Xavier Legette headed back onto the field. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second. That you know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. Now Priest here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach, Liam Cohen, can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice, they still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Here's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This now a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
On for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his 3rd team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during a short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 8.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Fields, 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Tershawn Wharton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
In motion goes Patrick. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patrick. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep, Hunter Renfrow. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it, and
and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
A shotgun snap, Fields. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he will have a Jaguars 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Bobby Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. The return is Renfro. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st down. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Fields. And he backs it away, and it falls down.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Panthers now ready to get. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Play action now for Fields. No chance at all. He'll go down. Josh Hines-Allen taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now a second down throw for Fields. That is incomplete. Quickly, a look at the key inactives in this one. Look, some big losses to begin this regular season. Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. On fourth down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
In motion is Myers. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. Hunter Renfrow, deep to return. That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That one incomplete. Good job. It's textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And they'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So, Greg, this Jacksonville team comes out. I thought last year this was going to be one of those ascending teams. After a playoff run before 4-13 in 2024, changes trying to surround Trevor Lawrence with a new group to make some successful headway.
Yeah, now the question is, can Liam Cohen? We saw him work wonders last year in his first year as coordinator down with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The job he did with Baker Mayfield. Can he bring...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
That's caught! And he will score! Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 7, Panthers nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was Darian Jones that time making the play.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
From the
and
32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Panthers first down. Waste of time. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw is Fields. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Dowdle. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Carolina.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Here's Fields. Will try to run for it. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
For the Panther field goal. A 27-yard attempt. This
one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. He's got the 1st round pick, Teteroa McMillan. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it into 6.
Panthers 10, Jaguars 7.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jags offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. It is 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas.
That's interference. Defense.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. An even 40 yards.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-7 is the score. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. As we are ready to get back underway. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
To throw is Lawrence. Exiting the pocket right. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England. And Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams. But I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback's movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
That is caught at the 3. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone.
That is taken in for the touchdown. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He's got it. Panthers go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Jaguars 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game, and we haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Out to his right. Now he takes off. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Brings up second and 7.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. The throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sacks, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion. Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now, it's Horn. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers' offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's like that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field a lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Fields now on second down. He takes off, and Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down, but he got the first down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And he's in! Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Carolina. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Panthers 24, Jaguars 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
By Princely Uman-Biala. A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
It's now 3rd down.
Patrick motioning here. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
Pass interference.
That might
Defense.
make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Now here's Lawrence. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars back within 7. It's 24-17. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati act? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
He's going to look for the home run ball. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 8.
Here's Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
Fields now to throw on first down. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Chiefs begin their search for a 4th straight Super Bowl appearance. They get the victory in Week 1. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And here's Devon Vele. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints with the lead in the opener at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touch. Now, faking the give. He finds Thomas coming across the field. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 22
He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Quickly, a look at the key inactives in this one. Look, some big losses to begin this regular season. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Patrick motioning here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion, heading left. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Patrick motioning here. Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll tuck it and take off. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
In motion comes Thomas. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Man in motion, heading right. 2nd down, Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. A coverage. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 13.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes Etienne running to the left. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Now Fields. Oh, he gets that downfield to Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good.
First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
2nd down. It's Fields. Pushed out to his left.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
He's got his man. That's Leggett. 17 yards that time. The number 17. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Hubbard. They've been taken down at about the 33-yard line. It was Jerry Jones that time making the play. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Fields. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Panthers first
now,
down.
Fields. Got his man at the 6. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's Sanders. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The PAT, up and good. And the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. Will get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
ETN now on 1st and 10. Inside the 25. And he will score. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The Jaguars will line up for the...
They'll try to pick it up with Etienne. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Horn now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop. Now a second down throw for Fields. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fields to throw. He's got a man. That's Tony. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36.
They go play action with Fields. Got a man. Downfield, it's Tony. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Panthers.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Winger.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll run once more with Etienne. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This a design run with Fields. And he'll take this forward to the 26.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
46 yards. The Panthers 1st down.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now for Fields. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Fields. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. This one caught by Patrick. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
In motion is Myers. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Fields now. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Trayvon Walker starting the season with a bang. His second sack in the season opener. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Fields. There's that man again. Another catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They need one right now. 3rd and long. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
He'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Yeah! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
It's It's a gain of
The
8.
defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
First down, Carolina.
They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Here's Fields to keep it himself. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Panther first down.
And this is an area of the game where Justin Fields really excels. His ability to not only improvise, but also be used as a designed runner. And in this case, that's exactly what this offense does, and he picks up a nice game.
So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone. from the second city of Chicago. Head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
Throwing on second down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun, it's Love. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now Milroe facing third and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Packers offense ready now for their second drive. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On second down, Love. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Bears offense ready for their second possession. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's brought down
From the 31, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
On third and 1, it's Milrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. We have a tight end motioning left here. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Green Bay.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. A good play action with Love. We'll get this one out to Jacobs. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
It's second and
in motion, Reed.
The 43-yard line.
Second down throw for Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down. On play action, Love. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4. At the Bears.
Back to throw is Love. He'll get this out to his running back. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
That's another Packers first down.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. He looks forward for maybe a yard. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
To throw is Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Packers.
And the Packers first down. It's a gain of 17
This is
yards.
clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. as we are ready to get back underway. Now Love, and he's in. Tucker Kraft, touchdown Packers. That his first touchdown of the new year. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken around the 11. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Milrow. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Out of the gun. It's he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands,
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Bears offense ready to get back at it. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high. But it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons. He gets in to record his second sack of the game, number 4 on the season. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Milroe. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. 3rd down coming up. Milroe. Oh, they're on him in the flash, and he lost the football. And the Packers have recovered the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Packers offense ready to get back at it. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on its stuff. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
In motion, Reed. Here's Love. To the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Makes the score Packers 14, Bears nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's the way to get started. A pick up of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A first catch for DJ, and a first down.
Bears first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
On second down, here's Milroe. Pass complete, Luther Burden. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
That's another Bears first down.
To throw again is Milroe. He keeps it himself. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. Spot it where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about 9. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Throwing is Milroe. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14, Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their receiver, Jaden Reed, getting set for their next drive. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw it on first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's first and 10. Love. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On first down, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Ryland's kick is good. And the Packers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He'll tuck it and take off.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now Milroe facing this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Micah Parsons. He has been a one-man wrecking crew in this one. 4th sack of the game.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay, as his Packers head back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Look wide, get this one complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
That's good for the Packers.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Love to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The last thing you can afford in this situation, Mike, is to take a sack. You don't want to go backwards and make the fourth down try that much more challenging. Keep the ball on the ground. Even if you come up short, you'd get another crack at it. And I think now on fourth down, if they do go for it, it's got to come through the air.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their third quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Here's Milroe to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. Third and long.
Odunze, incomplete. Sets up a third down.
From the gun, it's Milroe. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he will go all the way. Whoa, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are back within 6.
Packers 20. Bears 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Packers first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down throw for Love. Left to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Packers first down.
Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, this is Shipley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. It's a loss.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Shipley will score. Touchdown, Packers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this 2-point try.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, Milrow. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Milrow on 1st down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Milrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
From the gun on 3rd down, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
The Bears send out their punt team.
For the Bears.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. On first down. Here's Shipley. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Packers.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Another carry here for Shipley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
Now Love. The outside. It's brought in by Golden. From the 20, here's second and 5.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Oh, a loose football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Bears offense ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. Throwing is Milroe.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with second and long, third and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Now it's Milroe. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 13.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll give it here to Shipley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a
At this
yard.
stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, And it'll set up a third down. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Milrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
On the coverage defensively.
To the air, it's Milrow. Over the middle, he's got 30. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. He'll try and throw for it with Milrow. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Swift. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
They go play action now. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's over the middle and taken in by Ogunze. Big play. 3rd and 2.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
Now Milrow. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Milrow. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
A gain of 15. And a Packer 1st down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.